Snap, hey everyone, I gotta flip the camera around. You know what, let's try it. This camera isn't quite as good as the other side, but I'm gonna try it this way, see how it looks. Hopefully that flips and works for you guys. I'll check it on my end. Oops, let's move that over here. All right, so doing another YouTube Live Q&A today. Today's gonna be about Shopify. We're gonna go over, let me see, let me make sure that angle and everything's good. Yeah, this should work. Let me know if that's like not as good. I know my camera on the front facing camera is a little bit better than this camera. If it's really bad, I can see if I can fix it, but it might totally mess things up. So as always, I have a bunch of topics. I have a bunch of topics that I'm gonna go over. Today's about Shopify in 2018. I'm gonna go over some different secrets about Shopify 2018, what makes it different than previous years. Let me angle this down a little bit because it's a little high. Yeah, that should be a little bit better. Probably lower it too. Okay. So at any point, if you have a question, leave it in the side little live chat thing. That's gonna move that. Boom. That should be acceptable. I'll answer all you guys' questions in real time. A little bit crooked. And I'll be filming videos today. So if you see me take little breaks, it's because I'm filming a video. So let's go over some of what the topics are. So today, first off, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna update you guys on Performance Nut Butter, my company. Give you a little update about that. What's going on, like help you guys learn some lessons from what I've done. Things that I did good, things that I did bad, how to improve upon that. We'll do a little overview over that, and then we'll talk about, is Shopify dead? Is it too late? You know, the answer is no, but we'll get into more details about that later. How to start an online store in 2018. I'll give you some of my secrets and tips, some other videos as well, and we'll go over some like best e-commerce platforms and all kinds of fun stuff. So at any point, if you have a question, leave it in the comments, and I'm gonna go ahead and get ready. Let's do the first video. So we got 12 people watching now. Make sure you like this video if you enjoy what you're seeing. But first, let me start off with my update on Performance Nut Butter. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right. All right. A lot has happened with Performance Nut Butter since the last time I talked about it. I haven't done a vlog update in a while, so let me give you an overview of everything that's happened. The last vlog video I did as an update, I was just sending a pallet of Performance Nut Butter into Amazon, and I haven't done one since then, and it went really well. So sales have been great. So this video, I'm gonna have a bunch of different lessons, a bunch of different mistakes. I made a $10,000 mistake. I'll talk about that mistake and how you can avoid similar mistakes, some of the lessons learned from that, and we will go over just everything that has happened. So a huge lesson for first-time sellers. I thought I was gonna be selling a certain amount of units, but I ended up selling 5x as many units per day than I had originally projected for, which is great. That's a huge success. That means that things are going really well. But on the flip side, I ran out of inventory in Amazon. I sent them one pallet full of units, and they ran out of that much quicker than I had anticipated, about in half the time or even less. So what did I do? Once I saw that sales were 5x what I had projected for, I sent them another pallet. They received the pallet about a week before I ran out of inventory, but it was just sitting in their warehouse. I had shipping confirmation that they had received it, but they had no, they didn't have it in their warehouse. Like they didn't have it checked in, they didn't have anything as far as I could tell. So what happened? They ended up finally getting it in, and I had a few days where I didn't have any inventory, didn't have any sales, but as soon as my inventory came back, sales more or less picked up back to where they were. So that's the good news. Obviously the bad news is I ran out of inventory. So the second part of this means I need to get ready for my second production run, which is a huge, huge accomplishment. I'm really happy about this. And in getting ready for my second production run, I bought the cashews again from the same person. I'm buying the macadamia nuts from the same person. But I shipped the $10,000 worth of macadamia nuts to my supplier, or to my manufacturer, my co-packer, and they got them and they said, hey, sorry, but these nuts have a allergen warning. And the allergen warning says that they were manufactured in the same facility that manufactures peanuts. Now, I knew my manufacturer did not allow any peanuts. I couldn't send them peanuts. They couldn't do a peanut butter for me, but I didn't know that that meant that I can't send them nuts that have also been manufactured or processed in a plant that manufacture peanuts. So what does this mean? Well, they told me I got to get those macadamia nuts out of there. Crud. Like that's, I curse a little bit usually. I don't know why I say crud, but crap, you know, like I don't know why, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I've never had to deal with this big of a return in my life. I didn't even know if they would return it, because it's food and all kinds of weird things. And I already paid for shipping, which is $200, because it's a pallet full of shipping, which is expensive. It's very, very expensive, about $200. And so I called. Turns out they would return it. Turns out even the company that I bought it for would coordinate the pickup, so they'd pay the trucking fee, basically. So that's great news. I found out the other day that they did pick up my pallet full of macadamia nuts. They organized everything, except for my manufacturer gave them the wrong thing. They gave them cocoa beans instead of the macadamia nuts, which means they screwed up. I just talked to them today and they said that they're going to fix it. But you know, this is one of the things about starting a new company. There's always issues after issues after issues, and it's not as easy as everyone on the internet makes it seem. So there's constantly something going wrong. There's also stuff going right. Like I said, sales were way higher than expected, and you know, I think I started to get a little cocky and started thinking like, wow, this is really cool. Like, not too cocky, but just like really excited about it. And I feel like it's at moments like that when you start to get really excited about things, that things get challenging or difficult. So that's the big thing. I'll be sending in obviously more inventory to Amazon very soon. So here's another big update. If you don't know about Bulletproof or Dave Asprey, he's big in the biohacking space. So he's the perfect target demographic for my product. Like this kind of a product and him have a lot of overlap. So I found out that I know a guy that runs his quarterly box. So it's a subscription box that he sends out to people. Costs about $100, and in the box they send a bunch of treats and goodies. And I know the person that runs it, and he reached out to me and he said, hey, we'd like to buy 2,200 units from you for this bulletproof, a little bit more than 2,200 units, for this bulletproof box. And I'll be making a little bit of money off that. It won't be a lot of money, but it's going to be some great exposure. So things are going well. Like things are going actually much better than I thought they were going to go originally, which is a really good sign. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything. I'll keep you guys updated about everything that's going on. If you enjoy this video, make sure you click the subscribe button, like it. You can get my free e-commerce success pack. If you are starting a business, you can get my free e-commerce success pack by clicking up here. Last but not least, if you have any questions about e-commerce, online stores, leave a comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. All right, guys, everybody watching on the YouTube Live, thanks for sticking it out. So that was my update. We got some questions. Do I have my own website? Yes, I do. I've got two of my own websites. So I have bdancewear.com and Performance Nut Butter. That's the newer one. bdancewear.com is a dance clothing company. We manufacture and sell dance clothing online. And then Performance Nut Butter right now is just on Amazon, but it will be a website as well. Jorny says, good thing to know Shopify isn't dead. Yeah. Jake says I run a Shopify store. Majid, go ahead and leave the questions in this live chat. Feel free to do that. All right, guys. So we'll jump into the next video in just a second here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right. So next video we're going to talk about is Shopify dead? Spoiler alert for everyone watching the live. Shopify is not dead. Okay, we'll do that. All right, let me sync up the audio. In this video, we're going to talk about, is Shopify dead? And this is a question I get all the time. Is it too late to join Shopify? And if you're having this idea in your head, if you're thinking this is the perfect video for you. It'll clear everything up. So first off, is it too late to start a Shopify store? No, not at all, unless you're trying to start another crappy dropshipping website, another crappy white label, boring site, another site that sells a bunch of random junk that nobody wants. It's too late for that. Back in 2012, 2011, maybe even 2013, maybe even 14, you could get away with that. It's no longer like that. Sure, can you make dropshipping profitable still? Yes, you can. Can you make white label stuff profitable on Shopify? Possibly, but only if it's special, only if it's unique. And you guys, if you watch my channel and you listen to what I have to say, you'll hear me repeat the same things over and over again, but it's because so many people don't listen. And I'm hoping you won't make that mistake. So, is Shopify dead? No, it's not, as long as you follow a few simple rules. Probably about 3 simple rules. Niche down, create a tribe, create a brand. I guess create a brand and create a tribe. And be special. I mean, that's what niching down is. You have to have a good USP. So let's make it 4 rules. Niche down, build a brand, build a tribe, and you have to have something special. I almost forgot there for a second. Yeah, those are the really special, that's what makes Shopify so powerful. If you have something special, you can get people to buy from you still. If it's the same junk they can buy anywhere else, if they can buy that same thing on Amazon, they're not going to buy from you. So keep that in mind. Got to niche down. I talk about this in my other videos. If your market and your demographics is everyone, then you're kind of screwed, because it's much harder to convince everyone that you're the right store for them. What it's better to do is be polarizing. This is how presidents get elected, is half the population hates them, but a slightly bigger percentage of the population loves them. If everyone feels lukewarm about you, you don't win an election, you don't make a sale. When you buy something, you only want to buy things that you love. You never buy something that you feel meh about. So by trying to market to a wide demographic, you're making a lot of people feel meh about you, and they're not going to give you their money. But if instead you could be polarizing, like my company, Performance Nut Butter, for instance, and I don't expect anyone from this video to buy from me, it's just purely as an example, this is polarizing. Some people are going to love this and some people are going to hate this. If you love candy bars, this isn't the product for you. There's no sugar in it. But if you like health food and you hate that people are eating all this sugar in your life and all the time, you're going to love this product. So you got to be polarizing. Obviously, building a tribe I think is very important. So once again, Shopify is not dead if you can build a tribe of people. I used this example last week in a YouTube Live and I got some funny comments, but one of the best examples of a long-lasting, like building a tribe and it like working for them and building a brand over time is Christianity, Jesus. He didn't market himself. What he did is he created a tribe around him of people that were followers. And I'm not a religious person, but I think it's just such a beautiful example because it's lasted for thousands, 2,000 plus years. What did he do? He made such an impact on a small number of people that they went out and they spread the message for him. You should be doing this with your brand. So build a brand, niche down, do something special, build a tribe, all that great stuff. If you do all of this, it's not too late for Shopify. And I have some video, I'll link a video up here, how I built a Shopify website in just 4 minutes. You can check that out. It's not that hard to do. So not only is it not dead, it's not that hard to build a Shopify site. It's a little bit harder to build a niche and a tribe. And I think I have a video about that as well. I'll link up here and down below in the show notes. Last but not least, if you are considering signing up for Shopify, click up here or down below to use my link. And if you use my link in either one of those, I'll give you a free 30-minute one-on-one consultation. I get a little bit of credit, it's a very small amount, if you use my link. So as a thank you, I'll give you that free one-on-one 30-minute consultation to help you get started. Guys, it's not too late. This is actually, in my opinion, the year to do it. I think it's the perfect time. So go ahead, build that Shopify site, leave a comment down below if you have any questions, subscribe to this channel if you want to get more videos like this. And last but not least, before you leave, you can click up here as well to get my free e-commerce store success pack, which includes a checklist for starting your business and a bunch of really cool stuff, a bunch of tools you're going to need when you're starting an online store. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. All right, so that was, is Shopify dead? And the answer obviously was no, it's not. So we got some questions. Let me answer them. How long you in Shopify? Well, so I've had online stores for about 5 years. I don't think I think that counts because really Shopify is its own. Shopify is just a platform, right? And having an online store is really kind of what's important. So I've been doing it for 5 years. The first website I started was using a software called Volusion, like a web service called Volusion, which I do not recommend at all. I wish I would have started that one on Shopify. All right, so Majid says, I started working on Shopify and I link my store with Facebook Pixel. The question is, can I link Facebook Pixel with ToStore? For example, Shopify is not dead. So you'd want a second pixel for a second website and maybe even a second Facebook ad account. So Edwin, thank you so much. Great content. Can you talk about contacting influencers? Edwin, that's gonna have to be a separate video because I don't want to just do it right off the top of my head here because that's such an in-depth thing. Let me write that down. Here, I'll write it down right now. The quick version is what's in it for them. You got to make that very clear. Read a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People, and it's all about doing something like that is all about what's in it for the other person. And if you're not giving them enough value, they're going to skip the email. So an example of this is that knowing this, I have a personal podcast, and I recommend everyone start a personal podcast or a YouTube channel or whatever. And on my personal podcast, I invited a bunch of influencers on, and for this company, the Performance Nut Butter Company, and I didn't even talk about Performance Nut Butter until the end of the interview. So it was all about them and trying to promote their brand. And then at the end of it, I said, hey, I'm starting this company. I have a few questions, like, is this a good ingredient? Would you like this? Like, what do you think about my formulation? And then I said, can I send you a free sample? And of course they're going to say yes. So I think it's great to contact influencers, but use that frame of reference. All right. Let me see something here. All right. Okay. So the next one is how to start an online store 2018. So let's do this. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to start an online store in 2018, and things are different now. It's a little bit harder, but it's also a beautiful time, and I recommend everyone, if you're thinking about starting an online store, this is the time right now. So let's quickly go over some of the things that are different, and at the end of the video, I'll dive in a little bit deeper, and then let's talk about the actual technical aspects on how to build an online store. So first off, what's different? It's not as easy as it used to be. You can't just throw up a crappy dropshipping website, a crappy whatever type of website and expect to get sales. Though I don't know if you ever could really do that. So what's different now, you're gonna need to niche down, you're gonna need to create a brand, and you're gonna need to create a tribe around you. Really what you're gonna need to do is have a product that's special. So we'll talk about all four of those things later in this video, but let's talk really quickly on how to start an online store, all the technical things, 2018. So first off, this will be a short version of it. If you want the full video, you can click up here, get the full longer length video explaining how to start an online store. But let's do the quick version. Step 1, buy a domain name. Super easy to do. GoDaddy or Namecheap. If it's your first domain name, you can go on GoDaddy, get a domain name for 99 cents. Just Google 99 cents GoDaddy domain name. First one, I believe, is still just $1. After that, Namecheap's a little bit cheaper, as the name implies. So that's step 1. Step 2, sign up for Shopify. I've got a link up here and a link down below as well. And if you use either one of those links, I get a little bit of credit. And so as a thank you, I will give you a free 30-minute consultation. I've done reviews of all the different platforms. I highly recommend Shopify. BigCommerce, WooCommerce are also great options, but BigCommerce is the same price as Shopify and you get more features. WooCommerce is great if you're technical and a little bit more, if you know how to develop websites and you can jump into the code. But for most people, I recommend avoiding that unless you're extremely technical, so that's why I recommend Shopify. I do have a video comparing the different platforms. You can click up here if you don't want to take my word for it right there. So that's step 2. Step 3 is you got to build your site. Super easy to do on Shopify. To be honest, it's easy to do on all platforms, but Shopify just makes it kind of idiot-proof, to be honest. I have a video up here on how I built the Shopify website in just 4 minutes. Seriously, like I timed it. You can check it out. If you don't believe me, click up there. Last but not least, you need to drive traffic. And that's a lot of times the hard part. Just because you build a website does not mean that they will come. A lot of people think if you build it, they will come. Not always the case. And how do you do this? Well, of course, I've got a video on that as well, up here and down below. I have a video on 10 best ways to drive traffic to your website. And really, there's so many different ways. You can do a social media marketing, SEO, paid advertising, product listing ads, which is a type of paid advertising, Facebook ads, all these different things, more than I would talk about in this video. But build it, drive traffic to it, and then obviously you're gonna wanna get repeat customers as well. And this is where building a brand, building a tribe comes in. So let's talk a little bit about what makes 2018 special and a little bit different from before. So those last 4-5 steps were true for every year. But I think specifically in 2018, people are buying generic stuff from Amazon. If you want to buy something generic, you're going to go to Amazon. If you want to do a Shopify site, you're going to need to have a special reason why they should come to you. So for instance, Performance Nut Butter, I'm selling it on Amazon right now, but I will be launching my Shopify site soon. And how am I going to get people there? It's going to be through marketing. Why are they going to go to that site? Because it's going to be a little bit cheaper. It's really going to be on price. Most people are still probably going to go on Amazon, but that's fine, as long as they're buying my product. And this is where having something special is really important. With this product, not everybody is, I don't have a lot of competition. There's some vague competition, but it's a little bit different than anything else that's already on the market, which makes me stand out and makes me a little bit special. So that's what I mean about being special. You have to niche down. So this nut butter is not for everyone. It's only for a small subset of people. It's for athletes, it's for CrossFit people that do marathons, people that want performance hacking in their life. It's not for the mom, it's not for the kids. So that's what I mean by niching down. Creating a brand. Once again, this has a brand. It's Performance Nut Butter. So it's not just another white label junk product. And last but not least is you got to cultivate a tribe. So I'm still working on this. I'm still pretty new. This company was launched a few months ago, but I have a few people that love my brand so much. They're part of my tribe. They tell other people about it. They're my marketing arm. They're doing it for me, and that's what you need to do. That's what's different in 2018. It used to be you could do a drop shipping website, and people were so thrilled that they could buy stuff online that it was a lot easier than it is now. Now, if you want people to come and buy from you, you need to be special. So, as I said earlier in the video, I do have, as I said earlier in the video, if you're thinking about starting an online store, this is the time to do it. I think I get so many people that tell me, oh, I want to start an online store someday. Boom. Click up here, links to the free Shopify trial. 14-day free trial, so you don't need to pay for anything. You can poke around in there, and then when you're serious about it, which I recommend doing before the 14 days is up, you can convert it to a paid site and actually start making sales. So link right here. Like I said, I do get a small amount of credit if you use my links, so as a thank you, I'll give you that free 30-minute one-on-one consultation session. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the subscribe button. And if you're serious and you're going to be starting an online store, I do have a free e-commerce success pack up here that includes a checklist for starting your business, a bunch of marketing ideas, all kinds of beautiful things if you're going to be starting soon. Click up there. Last but not least, if you have any questions, leave it down below as a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And like I said, seriously, don't delay. Don't wait and put off your dreams and your hopes. Get started today. All right. Let's see what we got here. Guys, I see there's a bunch of questions. I'm going to get to them in just a second. Let's go Control, Shift, Tab. All right. Whoa, we got a lot. All right. How would you create a tribe? How would you create a tribe? I think I have videos on that. So Mills asked, how do you create a tribe? I have some videos on that, but let me do another video on that. That's another one of those questions I want to think about. But basically, you got to have a good product. You got to, why would you become part of a tribe? So ask yourself that. There's a book called Tribes and Primal Branding. Look at Primal Branding and Instagram tribes, and that'll answer way better than I can in like a quick 2-minute YouTube video. But I believe I do have a video on that. Sorry, I'm just writing that down. Got a lot of other questions. Let's get to them. All right. Have I worked with any chatbots? Not yet. That is something I'm interested in, but it's not something I've gotten around to. I've had so much random stuff to do recently. Hey Edwin. So Edwin said it's the first time I see you here today. He'll look at my videos. Okay, yeah. How'd you find me, by the way, Edwin? I'm surprised that this is your first time being exposed to me and it's a YouTube Live. Do I do affiliate marketing? Yes, I do. So Shopify, obviously, as I mentioned in the last video, if people use my links to sign up for Shopify, I have links to that. I have links to BigCommerce. I have links to Bluehost, which you need if you need some kind of a hosting service if you're going to be doing WooCommerce. But the rest of the stuff I sell like physical products. Botched Project says offer a limited edition version or a flavor. Yeah, that's something I've thought about. So what kind of candle is that in the corner? It's some cheap candle that my grandma gave me for Christmas. It was like not a gag gift, but like she does this thing where everyone gives like random candles and nothing. So it's blocking the door because you can't see it, but this other camera is like the other camera films from here over, and that's usually over there, but I just moved it over. Yeah, I think she got this at the 99-cent store. It's not it's not a real. I don't think she got it at Bed Bath & Beyond, knowing her. It was probably $5 to $10 wherever she bought it. Oh, that's funny. WK Dravena, you're back from last time selling candles. Yeah, I think she must have got it at like a discount place. All right, so doesn't look like any other questions. So if there's not any other questions, I'm gonna go ahead and get another video going. So Sarah said, I found you through YouTube. I've paid for so many courses. I'm trying to find the right mentor. Sarah, feel free to ask me any questions. Obviously, I'm doing, let me get this out of the way. Doing the YouTube Live, I'm here for any questions that you have. Happy to answer them for free. I do mentorships as well. You can email me, travis@effectivecommerce.com for more information about that. And I've got the course and all that kind of stuff. But that's not why we're here. We're here to learn some stuff. So this is going to be a controversial video, and it's more for fun, but it's called Don't Start a Shopify Site in 2018. And there's a punchline to it. You'll see in the video. I obviously believe you should start a video in 2018, but we'll talk about it. All right. Don't start a Shopify site in 2018. Now, I love e-commerce. My whole channel is about e-commerce, Shopify, Amazon. But why am I saying not to start a Shopify site in 2018? Well, there's a really good reason. What I mean by this is don't start another crappy dropshipping website. Don't start another crappy website that wholesales a bunch of random junk. If you're going to be starting a site in 2018, it can be on Shopify. In fact, I recommend Shopify. I love Shopify. I love their platform. But don't start another crappy dropshipping website, another site that sells a bunch of random junk. If you're going to start a site in 2018, it needs to be special. It needs to be unique. It needs to have a brand that resonates with people. It needs to be a company that actually adds value to the world. So that's what I mean when I say don't start a Shopify site in 2018. Is it too late in 2018? No. Also, don't start a Shopify site if you're broke. I get so many people that tell me I can't afford the $30 a month for Shopify. Guess what? You're too broke to start a Shopify site. Don't do it. You're too broke to start a company. Don't think of Shopify as this magical thing that's going to make you sales. It's not. It's just a way for you to sell products that your company makes. So if you're really broke and you really still want to sell stuff, maybe start on Amazon. It's a little bit cheaper to get started. Once you get some traffic, go ahead and go with Shopify. But realistically, if you have if you're thinking about starting a company and you're broke, don't do it. Go get a job first. Go make some money. So 2018, it is not too late to make a Shopify site. It's not too late to make some money on there. But don't think you're going to start a store and make some quick, easy cash. It just doesn't work that way. So if you are serious and you're going to make a real quality store, I do have links to Shopify up here and down below. I get a little bit of credit if you use my link, in full honesty. So as a thank you for using either one of my links to sign up for Shopify, I'll give you a free one-on-one 30-minute consultation. So drop shipping as an easy way to make money is kind of dead. Boring, crappy websites. I mean, you can still make money with drop shipping. You can still make money on Shopify, doing this stuff. But think about it this way. The more value you can add to the world, the more value you're going to get in return. Creating your own product and creating something from scratch adds more value to the world, than just connecting two individuals that previously didn't know each other. So that's it for this video. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Is it too late to start in 2018? No! Just it's too late to start another crappy website. Don't do a crappy website. Don't do it if you're broke. Don't do something that's not adding value to the world. That's it for this video. If you are going to start an online store, I have my free e-commerce success pack up here, which includes a checklist for starting your online store. It includes marketing ideas, everything you need to know to get started. So you can click up there to get that. Subscribe down below. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments down below as well. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, that one didn't come out quite as well as I'd like, but that's fine. I can always redo it if I need to. So Edwin asked how often you live here. I don't know what that means. Maybe you can be a little bit more specific. WV Trevena says ding ding ding. Phone fail. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can turn that down. Alright, I'm turning off my phone ringer. Gotta add that to my to-do list before these YouTube lives. Alright. Boom. Let's see what else we got. Oh, how often do I live? I totally read that wrong. Thank you, WK Gervana. How often do you live here? Okay, that's still funny. Yeah, I go live every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m. PST, so convert that to your own time zone. I want to start doing this every week though, so hopefully that helps. Yeah, WK Gervana said, not how often do you live like as a person. English is a funny language, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'm like, that's how often do I live? I think every day. I think all the time, but who knows? That's a deep question. Let's, all right, so I'm gonna wait for a second or two, see if there is any questions. I might be alive, I might not be. That's the question, isn't it? So I'm actually, I didn't do as many videos as, but do you truly live? Sometimes, I don't know. I guess that depends what you mean. So I didn't have as many videos bullet pointed out as I had hoped to. So guys, if you have questions, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I can think of a few videos on the spot here, and we can keep going. Let's see. So I'm gonna keep reading your guys' questions, keep giving some feedback. So the next video I kind of want to do is don't start a Shopify site until you see this. And some of these videos are a little clickbaity, but at the same time, my goal is to provide as much value as possible. Oops. So Chantel asked, do I have any tips on and off page SEO? Yes. I have entire videos worth, and you can go on my, if you go on my YouTube channel, you can poke around there, and I have a bunch of videos. Just type in SEO. I think I might even have a playlist. Here, I'll look for you after I do this next video about that. But search SEO tips, and rather than doing some quick ones on the spot, watch those videos. It's so much more helpful. So botched projects, what was your question? Oh, okay, sorry, I missed it. Do you think dropshipping would be good if you're getting artisan suppliers who currently only sell on Etsy or do sales through phone? Therefore, my products would be pretty unique. I think it could be successful. So I get people pitching me good ideas all the time, and it's 100% about execution. Are you willing to go through the hard times? Are you willing to really work at it? Then yeah, you can make anything successful. So does that sound like a good idea? Yes. But so many people have good ideas and they don't actually do it properly. I think if you're going to do that, you really have to convey the artisan messages. You have to try to create some kind of a unifying thing. I've literally had 20 people say the same exact thing that you just said, that they want to get a bunch of like artisanal brands and sell them. That, you know, those people have a hard time selling online. I've had so many people say that. Can you do it and still be successful? Yes, but think about what makes you special. Why would someone come to your website versus some other artisan website? Awesome insights, man. I'm about to start an e-commerce site soon. What Shopify? I'm assuming you meant with Shopify. I could be wrong there. All right. Okay, so I'm just trying to come up with a few ideas. Some new products. Let's see what else we got. I've tried Pinterest ads. Yeah, they're all right. I mean, it's one of those things I think everyone should experiment with. I'll be doing some videos on that. Actually, I just did a podcast on that. So I think like if you look at my videos, just a few days ago, I released a podcast episode on that. Check that out. It's not my favorite. I think it can work for some niches better than it can for others. But, you know, it really depends. All right, I'm just writing down some notes and we'll get going. Okie dokie. All right, so I'm gonna do another video. I'll take more questions. Keep bringing in those questions, guys. I'm happy to answer them. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Don't start a Shopify site until you watch this video. I'm gonna redo that one more time. Here we go. Sorry, I messed up something. Don't start a Shopify site until you see this video. I want to prevent you from making a few different mistakes I see people make over and over again. So in this video, we're going to look at some good websites on Shopify and some bad, and I'm going to give you some quick tips on everything you need to know before you get started on how you can be successful with Shopify. Now, obviously, I can't tell you everything in the world, but let me give you the condensed down version of the most common mistakes I see people making. So number one, they have nothing that makes their company, their brand special. If you have nothing that makes your website special, people aren't going to shop from your Shopify site. They're going to go onto Amazon to buy their stuff. So you need to be special. Number two, you need to be niched down. Amazon is already the everything store. You cannot be the everything store. Unless you have a few $billion that you can spend, like Jet.com did, and if you don't know about Jet.com, they're still not as big as Amazon, and they'll probably go out of business. They probably will never topple Amazon. But they had a lot of money. I think at least $1 billion. I could be wrong on that number, but they're still not as successful as Amazon. So don't try to be an everything store. Niche down. Sell a very specific thing. And we'll talk about some examples. I'll show you some examples on the computer too very soon. Number 3, build a tribe of people that love your company and are willing to basically spread the message for you. Do all the marketing. I see so many people start Shopify sites without any kind of a tribe around them. It's easier to build the tribe first and then create the site. You don't need to do it that way, but it makes it easier. So number 4, have some kind of a traffic plan. How are you going to get people to your website? I do have a video up here about ways to get traffic to your website because that blows so many people's mind. But we'll talk in depth about that in a future video, or click the video up here. So what are some other different things here? Well, all right, I'm going to pause and then redo it. Okay. All right, so what are some of the other common mistakes that I see people making? One of the things they do over and over again is they sell too many products. Let me show you a quick example of someone selling too many products, and I'll show you how it can deter. If they're selling too many products that are totally unrelated. What I mean by this is maybe they're selling shoes and clothes and phone cases and jewelry and some other random junk. You don't want to do that. You want to sell in the beginning a very small set of things. You need to follow good design rules. I'll show you another example of someone that's followed good design rules and someone that follows bad design rules. When you have a poorly designed website, people don't trust you. They're not going to put their credit card into a website that looks poorly designed. And there's some simple things that you can do that's going to make a huge difference and make people trust you. Another thing is no social proof. And that's fine in the early stages, but try to get some social proof on your website. What I mean by that is testimonials, reviews, all that kind of fun things. So that's pretty much, actually let me pause. So last but not least, don't cheap out. Don't think that you can start a business and it's going to be making money right away and that you're not going to have to spend any money into it. If you are broke, don't start a Shopify site. If you are barely living paycheck to paycheck, this isn't for you. If you think it's going to be flip a switch, you're going to be making a ton of money, don't start a Shopify website. With all that being said, if you think that you can do it, which I guarantee you can, I think anyone can start a successful online store as long as they have the ability to watch videos like these, have the ability to learn from their mistakes. You can be successful with an online business. So if that is the case, don't cheap out. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you probably already know about Shopify. 100%, the best thing you can do is take that next baby step. If you have an idea, go buy the domain name. Once you've bought the domain name, go ahead and sign up for Shopify, or you can sign up for Shopify first. Once you sign up for Shopify, build the website. I do have a video here where I built a Shopify site in just 4 minutes. Super easy. Shopify makes it very easy to do. Once you've built the website, start creating a marketing plan. Whatever stage you're at, figure out what the next step is and do it. And so with that being said, if you haven't signed up for Shopify yet, I have links right here for you. 14-day free trial, risk-free, all that kind of stuff. That way you can at least take the next baby step. And maybe you don't convert it to a paid plan, maybe you're not ready for that yet, that's fine. At least get your feet wet, at least jump in the door. And if you use either one of my links, I do get a credit, I get a small bit of credit. So as a thank you for using my link, which costs you nothing, you get a free 14-day trial. It only costs you if you convert it to a Shopify page, which it's gonna cost you either way. So if you use either one of my links, I will give you a free one-on-one 30-minute consultation session to help you set up your website. I want you guys to be successful. I want anyone that watches my videos to be successful as they can with Shopify. So with all that being said, you can click my links to sign up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I release a ton of videos and I try to pack them all with as much information as possible to help out as many people as possible. That's the only reason I'm doing this. And I have a free e-commerce success pack. You can click up here. I got a link up here or down below in the show notes. It includes a checklist for starting your online store, including a checklist to make sure you're not making the most common mistakes that I see people make over and over and over again. So you can get that checklist and it's got a bunch of other cool stuff like marketing ideas. You can get that up here. Last but not least, if you have any questions, please leave in the comments down below. I literally answer every single one. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful, and make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. See you on the next video. All right, I made some mistakes obviously in that one, but that's okay. That's life. For people that don't know, I have my computer right here, so if I take a break and I look at some notes, that's what I'm doing. And sometimes I lose my train of thought, or I just make sure I don't want to miss out on anything, because it's really easy to think that I hit everything, and then I make the video and then I'm done, and I'm like, oh man, there's this little nugget of wisdom, for lack of a better word, that I wanted to put in there that I didn't. So that being said, we got a ton of questions. Let me look at them. So, all right, Jzome. I want to use Shopify for my company, but not sure if people/customers will take my website seriously. Then make it look good. Why wouldn't they take it seriously, I guess, Jzome? How did you pick up products to sell online? So, Sean, if you're interested in that, I'd recommend watching the Performance Nut Butter vlog videos or listening to my podcast. I have a podcast episode, and the podcast episodes are available on YouTube. Check that out. Bro, can we make dropshipping site by using WordPress? Sure you can. Yeah, there's no reason you can't. I think Shopify is better, but it depends. Is Shopify the right solution for beginners? In my opinion, Sarah, yes. I think WordPress and WooCommerce can work for some people, but only if you're pretty technical. If you have a really good technical background, maybe, but I think Shopify is great. I have also an FBA account, but it's not selling as much as I thought. I'm thinking and start a Shopify. I say try it out, Sarah. It's the best. It's like a gym membership in the sense of it's a $30 a month reoccurring fee. But what is it going to do? It's going to get you working on your online store. It's going to help you be a little bit more professional. I think anytime you spend money like that as a commitment to improve yourself, your site, your business, I think it's very smart. Obviously, I have the link, effectivecommerce.com/Shopify. If you go to any of my videos, you'll see it there. Use that. I'd love to help you, Sarah. Chantel knows a little bit about me. All right. I know that your first company, Bedancewear, hand makes everything. Did you have to have a tech pack to help for designers? I'm in the process of creating a brand and researching cut and sew manufacturers. And I've noticed to get some people doing some construction or something. And I've noticed a lot of companies require a tech pack. And I want to know if you came across this with your first company. No. So I co-own that company with my mom. And that company, she did all the design work. So you can hire people to do that. You can ask the people to help you do that. It's not usually as complicated as you think. I didn't have to have a tech pack, which I'm very thankful for. But I know that sometimes you do. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Marvin Affy. Marvin, that's easier. Outside of your living cost, how much money do you think should I have saved up to invest into your store? 5,000 or 10,000 or more? It 100% depends. Outside of living costs, you can do it for, you could do it for the Shopify, $30 a month if you really want to hustle. It so much depends. I mean, I think if you're really nervous about money, start small. Like with Performance Nut Butter, for instance, this, I think you've seen it before. That company, if I wanted to, if I didn't have any money, I could have started with jars. I could have handmade it, $50, $100, maybe $200. Made a bunch of jars, sold those, got profit from that, made a bigger batch of jars, sold those, made a bigger batch of jars, sold those, made a bigger batch of jars, and keep going up until I was able to afford the first production run. So that's my advice. It so depends. That's hard to give you a real answer. You can hear my chair creaking. Sorry, botched projects. Can you start a Facebook business account and keep it separate from your personal account by just adding a page on your personal account? Yes, you can. LaRue, hope that helps. Guys, if you're enjoying this so far, make sure you click that like button down below this video. It really does help. Okay. So we're starting to run low on time. Meaning when customers see a website in a Shopify or GoDaddy, That's not true at all. There's a ton of multi-million-dollar Shopify companies out there. GoDaddy, I agree with you. I think GoDaddy's kind of not that great. Thanks, Marvin. Marvin, are you Marvin from Las Vegas, or are you a different Marvin? I can't see the picture here. You remind me. I know a Marvin from Las Vegas, but I don't know if you're him. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm looking you up, Marvin, if it is you. Yeah, it is you. Oh, that's so crazy. I couldn't really see your face, and I didn't remember your last name. That's cool to see you online. We should catch up at some point. I can tell. Yeah, most Shopify sites look really good. So I totally disagree with you. So guys, this next video I'm going to do might be a little choppy because I didn't rehearse it as much as I would like. So Marvin asked when am I coming back to the ranch. I was back there a few months ago for Life is Beautiful Festival. I came by real quick. But I don't know. I'll come back to Vegas again soon. When are you coming out to LA? Santa Monica. It's beautiful out here. The weather is amazing right now. I think it's a little cold in Vegas during the winter. I could be wrong, but it's super nice right here. Okay. So this next video, guys, like I said, it's going to be a little bit choppy. So if you guys have any questions before, I'll wait a minute or two and answer those. But the next video I'm doing is basically the best e-commerce platform comparisons. So I'm going to compare Shopify, WooCommerce, and BigCommerce. And you know, I do think WooCommerce makes sense for some people, and I'll talk about that. I don't think BigCommerce makes sense for too many people. I'll talk about that as well. But anyways. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get started, guys. And then if you have any questions, feel free to leave them. Like I said, usually I try not to make these videos on the live, but I'm running low on time here. There are a lot of e-commerce platforms out there. And by the end of this video, my goal is for you 100% for sure to know what e-commerce platform is right for you. So first things first, we're gonna look at okay, I'll redo that last part. In this video, we're gonna look at the different, okay, one more time. In this video, we're going to look at the features, the price points, and a few different example websites from all the different major platforms out there so you can determine without a doubt which platform is going to be right for you. All right? So first off, right off the bat, let's narrow it down from all these different platforms to just the few final contenders. The few final contenders. So most of these platforms are lacking vital features. They're outdated. Okay. Most of these platforms are lacking vital features. They're outdated. They're too hard to use. Unless you're a developer, you're not going to be able to use them. Or they have something else just generally wrong with them that makes it less than ideal. So when we get rid of all those different things, when we just specify it down to there, we're really left with about 3 e-commerce platforms. In my opinion, these are the 3 heavyweights right here. So what do we have? We have Shopify, BigCommerce, and WooCommerce. So Shopify and BigCommerce, for those of you that don't know, are hosted platforms. WooCommerce, on the other hand, is an unhosted platform. So what does this mean? With Shopify and BigCommerce, you don't have to worry about hosting all the files on the internet. You don't have to worry about the server. You don't have to worry about any of that. With WooCommerce, you need to host the files. So either you need to buy a really fancy computer to do it, which I don't recommend, or you need to sign up for Bluehost, HostGator, one of those other hosting file services. So let's start off and let's compare BigCommerce and Shopify first, because I think that's more of a one-to-one tight comparison. And I did do a full in-depth BigCommerce Shopify review. You can see up here, but right off the bat, what makes these two special? What makes them different? Well, let's go to the computer to see the different features and see some example websites right away. Now, and to see some example websites right away. The best. Okay. All right. Okay, so at this point, we see that Shopify is by far better than BigCommerce. It's the same price, it's got all the same different technical things, but Shopify has more features. They're a better, more advanced company. They're constantly integrating new features into them. So if you're gonna go with a hosted shopping cart, by far, go with Shopify. So what about Shopify versus WooCommerce? So this isn't quite as direct of a one-to-one comparison. There's a lot of different things that makes Shopify different than WooCommerce, and I think some people, a small percentage of people should use WooCommerce for certain things. So let's go over when it makes sense to use WooCommerce. I think it makes sense to use WooCommerce if you're selling an information product online or some kind of a digital product. It may make sense, not always, and I know a lot of my friends out there would shoot me for saying this. I think there's other platforms as well that make sense. But for instance, if you go to effectiveecommerce.com, my website, I have it as a WordPress site that has the WooCommerce built-in functionality. And the reason is that site's primarily for content, and WordPress handles content better than any platform out there. WordPress handles content better than Shopify, in my opinion. So it's primarily a blog, for lack of a better word. It's primarily there for content. I have the WooCommerce plugin in there so that I can sell courses, and then I have another plugin called Sensei that helps me sell those courses. So it's very easy. I'm not selling physical goods. If I'm selling physical goods, or if you're planning on selling any physical goods, hands down, Shopify. It just has so many added features. In fact, let's take a look at all the different features that Shopify has that WooCommerce doesn't, and that WooCommerce has that Shopify doesn't on the computer right here. All right, so I'll do that right there. So as you can see, if you're selling digital info products, WooCommerce might be good. It also might be good if you're really good at, you have really good developer skills. You're really good at building websites, coding, all that kind of stuff. If you're not good at coding, if you're not good at all that, and you want to just focus on your business, hands down Shopify. In fact, I created a Shopify website in just 4 minutes. You can click up here. It's a video where I literally timed myself and showed how quick and easy it can be to start a Shopify website. Ton of other features, as I mentioned in the little screen grab right there. But I have links for all these different ones. This is a completely unbiased review, and I'll prove it to you. I make more money if you sign up, because I have affiliate links. I make more money if you use my affiliate link for Bluehost, so you can use WordPress or WooCommerce, than I do if you sign up for Shopify. I make the same amount of money whether you pick Shopify or BigCommerce. And obviously you don't have to use my links, but as an incentive, I have links to Shopify, BigCommerce, and Bluehost up here and down below. And if you use either one of my links, I do get a little bit of credit. So as a thank you, I'll give you a free one-on-one consulting session. With Shopify and BigCommerce, they give you a free 14-day trial. So if you don't believe me, check it out, poke around, you can buy it, and you can always quit it. With Bluehost, I believe it's a few dollars a month, it's not very much, and you can quit at any time. So it'll only cost you a few dollars to try it out. So if you're serious about starting an online store, do it today. Start with a free trial or sign up for Bluehost if that's what you decide. Once again, I highly recommend for 99% of the people out there, especially if you're selling physical products, to go with Shopify. Links up here, down below. Use my links for the free 14-day trial. And as a thank you, last time I'll say this, I will give you that free 30-minute one-on-one consultation session. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you are going to be starting an online store, I also have a free e-commerce success pack. You can click up here to get that. It includes a checklist for starting your online store, marketing ideas, literally everything I could possibly think of to help you get started with your e-commerce store for free up there. Make sure you subscribe to this video. I have new videos coming out all the time. Subscribe to my channel, I mean. I have new videos coming out all the time. And last but not least, leave a comment down below with any questions you have. I answer every single one. I literally answer every single question, so make sure you do that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope it helped you decide which platform is right for you. So that video is not my best video. Hopefully you guys... okay, just asking, I like your videos, that's why I want to use Shopify, thanks. I'm going to watch your other videos. about what products to sell for the right niche. Sounds good. All right, guys, I'm gonna be wrapping up here in just a minute. I'm gonna wait like literally a minute or two, see if there's any other questions, and then we're gonna call it. Like I said, every week on Wednesday I do a new video, so come back next week. So Jorny, I hope that's how you say your name. I'm actually gonna be doing a video very soon about that. I've been meaning to. In fact, you know what? I forgot, but I was gonna do the intro video to that right now. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't write it out. So what are professional reports in the advanced report builder? Oh, I have it in my video and I'm totally blanking right now. So basically professional reports and advanced reports. So the professional reports allow you to see what products and what SKUs you're selling the most of and kind of give you some of that data. The advanced report builder basically will let you do anything. How do I explain it? It'll let you take any of the data and figure out, okay, do people in this part of the country, I believe, I could be wrong on this, the people in this part of the country, what is their favorite product? And what months do I sell the most products? Basically, all the data that Shopify has on the back end, it'll allow you to manipulate that data so you can get a report out of it. Is Shopify dying out? I'll wet. Scroll earlier in this video, in this YouTube Live. I did a video about that already. So the answer is no, but it's a little bit more complicated than that. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Jorny, feel free to email me, travis@effectiveecommerce.com. With help, I can help you answer any of that kind of stuff. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and turn this off. See how I do this. All right, see you guys next week.